The destruction of SCP-682 is one of the SCP Foundation's main goals. After more than 50 failed termination attempts with both anomalous and non-anomalous methods, things aren't looking promising. But there are a few things left to try out that could actually work. In this SCP Exploration episode, we will try to destroy the lizard. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel with notifications on, so you don't miss any of our upcoming Exploring SCP videos. And if this video gets 1000 likes, we will do a part 2 with more ways to kill 682 right away. If we are looking for ways to terminate the hard-to-destroy reptile, then we needn't look any further than the SCP-682 termination log, as many of the experiments that are described there either weren't fully conducted, or were denied by the O5 Council altogether. And indeed, one specific test stands out as very promising. SCP-294, also called the coffee machine, is an anomalous vending machine that is capable of dispensing a wide range of items, both anomalous and non-anomalous in nature. The machine has been tested thoroughly. Many things have been dispensed. Successful experiments include dispensing real lava, a cup of Joe, which consisted of Agent Joseph's bodily fluids, the perfect drink, which led to the suicide of the researcher that drank it, after having stated that everything is one big letdown in comparison, and many others. On one occasion, SCP-682 Killer was typed in and requested. This resulted in a liquid that, when placed on a tissue sample from the hard-to-kill lizard, caused the sample to crumble and fully decay within a mere 3 minutes. Naturally, the same liquid was also tested with SCP-682. 1 liter or a quarter of a gallon of the SCP-682 Killer liquid was poured onto the hard-to-destroy reptile's head, and the affected area immediately began to crumble and decay. And upon subsequent submersion in the hydrochloric acid, which is normally used to incapacitate SCP-682, the same affected area immediately dissolved. The SCP-682 Killer liquid only covered a small portion of the lizard's body, however, and subsequently only a small part of its body was destroyed, so the anomaly recovered quite easily. But still, this sounds very promising. Normally, a termination attempt successfully injures the hard-to-kill lizard, but SCP-682 begins adapting to the method, and in a few minutes the method loses its effectiveness. The anomalously dispensed liquid from SCP-294 worked very quickly, however, and this might not allow SCP-682 the necessary time to adapt to it. There is one problem, however. As stated in the Lizard's Wiki article, whatever doesn't kill the entity only makes it stronger. And given the fact that we've already administered the SCP-682 Killer to the hard-to-destroy reptile, the anomaly is probably already immune to the liquid's effects. But if we requested an SCP-682 Killer through SCP-294 once again, we are not asking for the exact same liquid that was dispensed the first time. We are asking for a liquid that can kill SCP-682 in that exact moment. This means that if the lizard is immune to the original liquid's effects, then SCP-294 will attempt to come up with a new formula to destroy it. And if it managed to create a liquid that dissolved SCP-682's tissue, then surely SCP-294 can do it once again. We just need to dispense a large amount of the liquid, 1000 liters or 260 gallons for example, and dump it on SCP-682 all at once, submerge it in hydrochloric acid after, and have some guns ready to finish it off just in case. Gathering such a large amount of this liquid would take a very long time, of course, and we don't know if SCP-294 is even capable of dispensing one specific liquid that many times in a row, but it's definitely worth a shot. Standing by a vending machine all day long is a small price to pay when it comes to the sacrifices we have to make to have a chance at destroying SCP-682 after all. So we've explored a method that is fairly likely to work, and doesn't take all that much to attempt. Now we will explore a way that is extremely difficult to pull off, but if done successfully, is guaranteed to kill SCP-682. When we read the SCP-2935 exploration logs, we see something very interesting. SCP-2935 is an anomalous cave that seems to be a portal to an alternate reality. The cave leads to what can only be described as a near-exact replicate reality of our planet in the year 2016, with the exception that all life, biological and non-biological, seems to have mysteriously expired. Naturally, an MTF unit was sent inside to determine the cause, and when the personnel entered Site-81 in the alternate reality, the site where the hard-to-kill reptile is kept in real life, they were amazed to discover that SCP-682 seemed to be dead. Alright, so there appears to be an alternate reality where all life forms somehow expired, including the supposedly indestructible lizard. But how does this help us actually kill 682 in our reality? In order to answer this question, we need to explain what SCP-2935 really is. The effect that caused all life forms to expire is unknown, but after reading all the exploration logs, it becomes clear that this effect can spread between different realities. SCP-2935's life forms died because some individual from 2935's reality entered the same cave and ended up in a third reality where everything had already died. The individual panicked and returned to SCP-2935's reality right away, but in doing so he transmitted this anomalous effect, and this killed everything in his reality as well. And now, during SCP-2935's exploration, the MTF personnel realized that having have entered, they will spread this effect to our world if they return as well. Which is why they sent a drone carrying a message, explaining everything, detonate the site warhead, and as such prevent our life forms from expiring. But this doesn't stop us from sending someone into SCP-2935 once again, and having him or her return. And this would still transmit this effect, killing everything instantly. And this is exactly what we want to use to our advantage. We have two possibilities, one practical and one impractical. The second one would be to use some anomalous method to transport humanity into a different reality, and have someone on Earth enter SCP-2935 and return. This would destroy everything in our world, along with SCP-682, but humanity would continue to live somewhere in a different world. But if we don't have an SCP that can literally move entire cities to alternate realities, which we probably don't as we would have used it already, then we can only save a handful of people by sending them somewhere else, and humanity's fate would rest upon them. As we said, not very practical, but definitely possible, as there are many SCPs that can transport people into alternate realities. And now for the practical solution. We can try to use some anomalous method to transport an incapacitated SCP-682 and a few MTF squads to an alternate reality Earth, and hope that it also has the same anomalous cave, and hope that all life forms in the reality that the cave leads to have already died. Yes, that's a lot of ifs, but think about it. If all of the necessary requirements are fulfilled, then this method is absolutely guaranteed to work. We know that a third alternate reality Earth existed that had already become devoid of all life, as this is necessary in order to infect SCP-2935 in the first place. This means that there should be hundreds, if not thousands, of matching alternate worlds that we just need to get to. And if we manage to send SCP-682 inside one of them, along with someone who can enter and exit the cave, then the hard-to-kill lizard will definitely die, as we've already seen happen in SCP-2935. As such, it's definitely worth researching how exactly this can be achieved. So to sum it all up, this would be extremely difficult to pull off, and a lot of challenges need to be overcome in the first place. But if we succeed, then we will finally get rid of SCP-682 once and for all. We just need to make sure that no one enters and exits from SCP-2935 in the meantime, as this would not only kill SCP-682, but also eradicate our species. This concludes the first part of our How to Kill SCP-682 series. So what do you think? Would the liquid from SCP-294 kill the lizard? And would we be able to send SCP-682 into an appropriate reality to kill it with 2935? Let us know in the comments below. Please make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, as we have many more interesting videos coming up in our SCP Exploring series. And if this video gets 1000 likes, we will make part 2 right away. And as always, we will see you in the next video.